Taser guns can kill. That's exactly what a South Florida teenager's family says happened to 18-year-old Israel Hernandez. They say he was spray painting an empty building in Miami Beach on Tuesday morning. His friends apparently acting as lookouts. But when police spotted him, he ran. They say that he hid, he jumped a fence, and did not cooperate or listen to the officers' commands. So when the officers got to him, they tased him. This is when it gets difficult. His friends say that the officers started laughing and congratulating each other.
I seen my friend lay down on the floor and they were just high-fiving each other and laughing.
It's brutal. That's just brutal. He's a kid about my size, and there was about 30 cops on him.
Hernandez was pronounced dead after he was taken to the hospital. Our Nick Valencia has been live on this story investigating. He's at our CNN center. Nick, this is really, distressing to hear that this young man is now dead. Do we have any other details on either the medical side of this or maybe the legal side of what's happening?
It is distressing, Ashley, and this is a story that has so many people upset locally, not just his friends and family. Israel Hernandez was a very popular teenager in Miami Beach. He was known locally for his graffitiing, other people call it tagging, and that's what he was doing at about 5 a.m. on Tuesday morning. When cops confronted him, he was graffitiing or tagging an abandoned building, an abandoned McDonald's. They asked him to stop. They confronted him, at which point he took off running. They were able to catch up with him, and they say, Ashley, police say, that they had to tase him in order to arrest him. Now, obviously, as I mentioned, a lot of his friends and family very upset about this, but of course there are critics. There are critics that say this teenager was a vandal. He was defacing private property, and he should have stopped when cops told him to stop. I talked to his girlfriend earlier this morning, and I asked her to respond to those critics.
That Israel's the farthest thing from his son. He ran because he was scared. He's just a kid. He only weighs probably like 140 pounds. He's just a child in so many ways. And he's such a pure and innocent person, and he never knew. He's the farthest thing from a son.
For their part, police released a statement which read in part, in order to effect his arrest, an officer deployed his taser. The subject was placed into custody. Now, you asked about the medical history of this teen, or if there's anything that played into that. Autopsy and toxicology reports are pending. But on that note also, Ashley asked his girlfriend if he had a history of drug abuse, if he was on narcotics perhaps at the time of his arrest. She said, no, this is a straight-edge kid, Nick. This is somebody that didn't even like drinking or smoking pot. He went by the name of Reefer. I asked her if that had anything to do with his drug use. She said, no, he's from Colombia. His friends teased him about his heritage because of the infamy there of drug cartels. But he was a straight-laced kid. And that's according to his friends. And now he's dead after doing what he loved to do.